Cool thing about this bait being soft is I feel like they're gonna come back and try to eat it again and again. Nice. Eric's on. Big bait, big fish. Oh gosh, on the sink. Yeah. Get your arm broke. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Oliver Nye here. Today we're gonna do some more tackle testing here on the coast of Southern California. We've got the Vertrex Max 130. This is a 65 gram or 2.5 ounces roughly with the fast sinking action. Should get down to the bottom quickly. But I'm out here with my man Eric Johnson. Just trying a bunch of different baits here. See if we can figure out new and fun ways to catch these inshore fish. Probably gonna be targeting primarily sand bass, maybe an occasional calico and other assorted fish, but we shall see. We've had some decent success on the smaller 110 Vertrex Max in the past, but we'll give that a try. I know you guys are probably gonna make a couple comments about that ball bearing snap swivel, but that's just what I had ready to rock, so we'll see. We'll make adjustments if we need to. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here. Make sure you guys check out Turners Outdoorsman. It's our partner for the video here, where you can find these Nomad baits. Today we're fishing these on a 13 concept A3. I've got some Nomad 8-weave braid. This is 65 pound to a 35 pound Defiant shock leader. Really short section, like 2.5 feet. This is about the 80 pound class BKK snap. That's going to allow me to quickly change between sizes of this Vertrex, colors, and try to get dialed in on a bite here. It's going to take that snap, connect it straight to that stock split ring. It's got those beautiful BKK single hooks right out of the package. Let's see what we can get to eat this.
Ooh, the lefty, this should be fun.
Oh, is that what that is? Here, switch.
That's fine.
It actually does kind of make it fun. Oh, dude, on the sink. Oh, dude, rebite. Oh. First drop with the Vertrex. Oh, come on. Dude, they're eating the crap out of this thing. There we go. See, I was getting a little too aggressive. Yanking on them. Gotta love the first drop bite. Hey.
Not a bad one.
Not at all. Check that out. Lassoed him on one of those gator rolls. Name of the game right there. Check it out. Pretty good way to have them hooked. Yeah. Got both those singles in their jaw. You guys can appreciate the first drop to catch fish. Give us a thumbs up on that one. Pretty sweet glow color. You guys probably can't tell, but this water is a really weird color. It's definitely low visibility. Almost looks like what we call sea bass water. It has that weird milky green color to it. Typically it's much greater visibility on these areas that we're fishing, but perhaps that glow is having an effect. Light is definitely not getting as deep as it normally would with this clarity. If you guys have seen our other videos, you guys know I've become quite a fan of this multicolored braid. Just kind of lets me get cued into that zone where those fish have been biting. I was actually getting bit as this bait was descending, because as many of you guys that follow the freshwater stuff know, this family of baits will actually swim and hunt on the sink. So as it kind of glides down into that strike zone, it's gonna get bit just like that. That looks like a good one too. How many of you guys remember the OG Californian series from Turners back in the day? A lot of those were my early big freshwater swim bait rods, because there was just very few options back then available that were capable of casting.
There's some squid in your tackle bag.
Thanks. It's giving me confidence. Oh gosh! My goodness! A little unorthodox technique there. Aggro little guy. He smoked that thing. Yeah, check it out, guys. How sick is that? 2 drops, 2 fish. And California is a beautiful taper for this. It's got a nice soft bend through probably the first quarter to the third of the rod, and it shuts down. First time I fished this generation of California rods from Turners. But before I was rudely interrupted by that little sand bass, I was telling stories about how the first gen Californian rods were responsible for a lot of my early big bait fishing success. I will make the observation that these are definitely softer. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you guys could tell from that purple line shooting off my reel faster, but once again, bit on that sink. Yeah, I'm getting bit like pretty high up.
Yeah?
Like that first bite as it's descending is probably 20 to 30 feet off the bottom.
Wow. Tell you what though, I'd rather be fishing this color water than water visibility that's like 20 feet.
Oh, agreed. Those of you guys that fish a metal blade bait in freshwater in the winter, we should be able to pick up this technique pretty quickly. Very similar. 120 feet here. I can see Eric over my shoulder just kind of playing around with his cadence, lifting it off the bottom, using that vibration, draw him in, and that sinking motion on the fall to trigger that bite. That's not a lefty.
It's not a lefty.
What are you talking about?
Golly.
Oh, hey!
Right.
Oh, California scorpion fish. Have you ever been stung by one of those?
I got nicked one time.
Did you?
And it did not feel good.
Huh.
Barely got me.
I've never been nicked, thankfully. I'd like to keep that going.
Not fun.
All right, a little tackle breakdown. I'm fishing it on a heavier rod than I would normally, but this is the Californian CTX 807 MH. It's rated for 15 to 40 pound. So if you guys already have this rod, you could definitely get away with fishing this 130 size Vertrex on it. But Eric's actually got the 7'6", 12 to 30, and obviously it's much lighter. It just seems to be a little bit more comfortable fishing that size bait. So I'd go with that 7'6" model if I had a choice, but I wouldn't be afraid to drop it down if you guys got an 807 as well. And I think we can catch some nice sea bass and yellowtail on these baits if I get myself to stick around California long enough to find out. Figured out that sometimes they like that bait being held and just kind of shook. It's like you're shaking a Texas rig worm. That's triggered some bites. And there are other times, like in freshwater, like, man, you really want to rip that thing hard and aggressive. Move some water around. Let them feel you. Oh, that was a biter. Okay. That was a fall. The orientation of these hooks is kind of interesting. I would have guessed to have them facing backwards myself.
Yeah. No, I guess though when it's like coming up, right? If they're coming from behind it, otherwise, yeah, I don't know. Let's swap them around, revolutionize
it. These baits get down in that 100, 120 foot zone a little bit better than I thought they would when I first picked one up. Especially the way they kind of swim.
Yeah.
Just got through the black stretch here on my braid into the gray where I've been getting bites. You can feel when the bait is vibrating, you know it's swimming true. Sometimes if you guys throw too much slack in your line, the way this bait wants to swim, it's like a glide bait in freshwater. You throw too much slack, it's gonna turn so hard that it foul hooks itself on that front hook. So make sure you guys are controlling your slack. Oh gosh, on this descent. Oh my goodness. Just so you guys minimize that foul hooking phenomenon. So I'm lifting, dropping, and then as I let that bait fall, it's not complete slack. Controlled slack has been key in keeping it swimming true. We're going deeper, just 5 feet,
15 feet. No feet, yeah, not much.
Oh yeah, that looks good. So we could see a bunch of marks here off the bottom. See, that's probably what, 10-15 foot of something.
Yeah, sand bass, hopefully.
So as this bait starts descending down to the top of that mass, we're at 125 feet. The end of that purple is kind of where I feel like we should get a bite. This bait is swimming down. I'm gonna kind of stop its momentum for a sec. Oh gosh, just like that. Cool thing about this bait being soft is I feel like they're gonna come back and try to eat it again and again. Nice. Eric's on. Big bait, big fish. Oh gosh, on the sink. Yeah. Get your arm broke. Keeping nice, steady pressure with that Californian rod. Absorb those gator rolls. Hey!
Spit up a squid.
Spit up a whole squid. Oh, okay. It's nicer quality.
Wow, double there. Sand bass cheers.
Toast, my friend. Toast.
Nice.
Eric's fish just coughed up a whole squid. Might have to drop the new squid tricks on them. Match the hatch. But it's gonna be hard to do while they're walloping this Vertrex the way they are. Nice job, bud. Here, didn't mean to do that too. Yeah, it's not rocket science, guys. Nomad Vertrex 130. Drop her down. Watch your line. Pull it, pause it, rip it, jig it, hold it. Twiddle your thumbs. Hold on. It's getting bit really good. Watch your line. Probably gonna fall into the strike zone here as we get into that purple. Eric's already bendo. I'm anticipating being in the strike zone. I'm just gonna feather the spool, pop it a couple times, get that thing to vibrate, draw some attention. Pretty sure lateral line is universal across the fish world. Oh God, just like that. Never even felt that one bite. Oh, hey, I was happy to see you. All right. Another species falling for the Vertrex. Add that to the list of a few hundred probably by now. I've caught pumpkin seeds on it.
Really?
Yeah. On Lake Ontario. Yellow perch on the St. Lawrence River. It seems to be one of the most proven versatile lures. The homie Ricky got a lobster in this boat a few weeks ago. But once again, it's dropping her down. Using that color braid as a visual aid to anticipate getting bit here. Let me show you guys without giving up Eric's GPS numbers what that 2D up and down sonar looks like. The key is the 85-degree water here in January. Shout out to Johnson Outdoors for that one. All right, Mr. Johnson, walk me through how you're fishing this Vertrex.
All right, so letting it sink to the bottom. Pretty simple. And then when it hits the bottom, just give it a jig and kind of let the line fall on the slack line. Get ready for the bite. Watch your line twitch or hop. Like that. Oh, that one never.
Oh, the rebite. Pretty wild how they just keep hitting it.
Yeah. That one was like 15 feet above the bottom.
California. Go PANDERRA. It's got to be a composite of some kind. Nice soft tip. Let's see it shut down about 2/3 of the way up. There you go.
Yeah,
Just like that.
first one I hooked.
Oh, got that single. I'm pretty sure those are Diablo jigging hooks from BKK that come stock on that size Vertrex.
Got the squid in there.
Oh, look at that. Here, pull that thing out. Mmm,
Partially
yum.
digested, melts in your mouth. There we go.
Sweet. One of the things I love about these Vertrex baits too is their high realism factor. You can just hold it there. It's gonna sit there just like a real fish would. That's how I've gotten a couple of my last bites. Work it to feel that vibration, try to draw some attention, and then fall back down to the bottom. If that doesn't get bit, you're really just holding it in place, then it just gets heavy. Or the opposite, it gets slack. The fish comes up off the bottom, eating it on the way up.
That should be a good one.
That's a good one.
Should be a good one. Feel real good or no?
Yeah. It's better than just about everything else that's felt today.
Good fish.
A bit of life coming off
up,
the bottom.
Yeah, coming off the bottom.
Drop down your Vertrex. Hey, it's the best of the day. Well, as Eric and I finish up the day on a double, I hope you guys have enjoyed this look into the Vertrex Max. This is the 130 size that we've been fishing today. Green gold Gizzy, white glows getting it done too. Fishing them on the 13 concept A3, 8-to-1 gear ratios. You can pick up that slack real quick on these nice soft Turners Outdoorsman exclusive Californian rods. Have yourself some fun. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here. You guys can find these at all your local Turners Outdoorsman stores as well as online. Subscribe to the channel. See you guys in the next one. Peace.